Oran Park South. I know I usually try and come up with something clever for that first bit there, but I couldn't think of anything. Anyhow, we've got a 43,206 here for you today at Oran Park South. It's not the fastest time that you're going to see. I bet people are going to be in the 42, mid 42s. The quick folks, maybe even a 41. I kind of doubt it though. But yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit of a mix between Knock Hill with the blind crest on the one corner and a little bit of Summit Point with the kind of throttle fluctuation you have to do through a little twisty bit. So I'm liking it. We'll see how it goes. It's pretty narrow, so I don't know how chaotic it's gonna be, but yeah. Here's the lap, and we'll explain how we did it afterwards.
To 2 time is okay. You've just done a 43.24. You're less than a tenth off your best. Sector 2 time is good. Well, that was a 43.20.
All right, we got a 43,203. Let's see how we did it. And as you can see here, time started dropping off there. 231, 235, 203. Super happy with that. So, as always, you know, head down the start finish straight, full throttle. First braking point is going to be kind of in between these two, and what kind of did it for me was trying to concentrate on using less wheel as I could. You should be doing anyway. That's one of the drawbacks I have, or one of my weaknesses. Opportunities in driving these cars is I tend to use too much wheel, so I was trying to focus on using the smallest amount possible. Anyway, about right here we start braking pretty heavy, hit 80-90%, and then try and trail off smoothly, and I had some trouble with that. But yeah, drop it down to the third, turn in, try and hug this a little bit, and then we're gonna open up the wheel, or hit the throttle. And I tried to open up the wheel as soon as I could, but it was it's always way later than I actually think it is. But yeah, don't come all the way over, get back over here, because we're needing to come over here, drop off the throttle a little bit, try and carry our momentum through this next corner, and use a little bit of the curb coming on over this way. Again, we're ending up over, I wonder how much I was actually using when I wasn't thinking about that. But yeah, back on to this one here. We're kind of modulating the throttle a little bit, but I think we're pretty much full out for this section. Our next braking point is going to be right down here, and you do end up using, let's just show you here, quite a bit of these curbs. We'll look at it from the outside. Yeah, end up taking quite a bit of that, almost the whole thing. Then back to our cockpit. Yeah, our braking zone is going to be kind of right in this-ish area. I don't have a specific spot I use. It's more kind of my gut, which takes a while to train up, but we're going to hit a fair bit of brakes after we pop up into fifth, like 70%. It's probably the lightest braking zone in the track that I've seen. But yeah, then we're coming up using quite a bit of a curb there as we throttle out. And We just use the whole thing. Just keeping our grip as much as we can. And we're just going to kind of come all the way over to this other curb over here, using that one too. Again, quite a bit of it. Gotta be careful you don't end up over here, because while you can recover from that, it's an off track, and sometimes you can't recover from it. It kind of depends. But yeah, we're full throttle. We're feeding the throttle in here up to full throttle, and just kind of trying to turn the car in. We're not going to go all the way over here. We're going to kind of come back to the middle, where the darker patch is here. And then this corner here, we're going to hit fifth somewhere in this area, kind of depending on how fast we're going. But you need to do a lot of practice on this corner just so you kind of know where it is, because as you can see, you can't see where you're going. So that's an important one to learn. Yeah, we're kind of coming up here, and then we're gonna whip the wheel back over to the other side and try and stay as much over here as we can, because what I've noticed is that if you don't I'm going the outside view here. If you don't take that left-hand curb, you've not gotten over far enough to not gotten the car over far enough for the amount that you're gonna wash out here. I guess I didn't take as much as I do sometimes. You can get your wheels all the way over onto some of the dirt here without having to worry. If you get too far over, though, it's an off track. If you get too far over, it's a 1.7 second slowdown, so don't do that. But yeah, so we're coming over here full throttle through that whole thing, and right down kind of where a little bit before it bottoms out, we're gonna slam on the brakes, put out throw out the anchor, and just slow the car down as much as we can here. So again, no real good braking point, just kind of the guts, kind of trying to look at something. Yeah, maybe a little bit past this, but yeah, I don't really have any other. You just kind of have to learn it. Yeah, just full brakes, then trail, and we're gonna go down to third as we come up and kind of hug this corner here. And as we come out, we're throttling up, and you can get right close to this wall here, and we're trying to straighten the wheel out so that we can get the power going in the right direction. We didn't use up the whole track that time. I got my optimal down to a 443.069. People are going to be in the 42s, and I think they're going to be using that whole thing. But yeah, then you're full throttle across the straight finish, start finish, 43.203. There you have it. All right, so there's Oran Park South, and I'm excited for it. Seems like it's going to be a good little track. I think I'll do okay. It feels like I've got pace, but that remains to be seen, right? We'll see you on out there. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these in the future. It really does help out. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and head on over to twitch.tv/thepiltdownman if you'd like to watch some of us. If you'd like to watch me do some of these live. That's the words that wanted to come out of my mouth. Anyhow, have a great day. We'll see you out there. Bye.